And welcome back to The Dish with Chase and Ben. I'm Chris, and this is Glenn.
Here we are.
Woo! Back at it again, baby. All right, so...
Wait, before we get started, what did you do today?
I worked all day. What did you do today?
I became a victim of trauma. I don't know. Oh, it got so dark. Oh, that's going to try to do that. I have to turn off that. Okay, there we go. Everything's fine. Everyone relax. I got bored today and I said, hey, Chase, can you pierce my ears? And you said yes.
I don't have time.
We somehow fit. We found a sliver for me to fit in. I got my lobes pierced above these ones. I don't know if you can see them. If there's a little shine in there,
yeah, I can
that's
see
what it's going to be.
They look
You
good.
whoever
Whoever did
them
them is probably pretty handsome and probably
and whoever got
really
them is
sexy.
a baby back bitch. I hate getting pierced and it hurts so bad, but
It didn't hurt that bad. I'm the best.
it hurt really bad, but you are still the best.
Around. Do you want to explain what we're going to do for October, sir?
Let me tell you
All
what. So, for October, the highest of all high holidays, we are going to be going over some of our favorite horror movies, some B-sides, some cult classics, not like your everyday like slashers, as much as I wanted to. What was
gnat. It was a
someone was
pregnant-
coming at you?
It was a pregnant gnat.
Why are they always pregnant?
Because they want to let egg in my ears.
Ew. Oh, it's so scary.
The good news is we got the earwig out of your ear, but the bad news is it was female.
That's vile. Speaking of Halloween, that's terrifying.
All right.
So we are going over. We're trying this out. We're gonna do an episode a week
For October only, though.
for October because
Tentatively.
it's gonna be really exciting. But yeah, we just picked some of our favorite movies, Halloween movies, horror movies, thrillers. They're really good. Excuse me, I'm burping so much. That whole sentence, I was like fighting for my life. So we're going to be posting on Instagram every week what they are the week before, so you can watch the movies beforehand, and then you can like kind of like, it's a good way. There's so many like Instagrams and TikToks out there that are like, you know, fall movies or spooky movies to watch every day of Halloween and stuff like that. So
Yeah, of course.
every day of Halloween, the month of Halloween.
Yeah,
So-
these ones are good, though. I'm excited because a lot of these, like I said, you're not going to, it's not going to be your standards. And
Yeah.
that's so cool.
A couple of them I haven't even
Some
seen. So
I'm
really
super
excited
pumped
too.
for you to see this. I'm super pumped for you to see
Gentle.
the one.
It's the secret.
It's a secret. It's a Ryan
Un
secret.
secret. I've told you this story, but I'm going to tell you again because we're on the podcast. I'm pretty sure I've told the podcast about it too. But I watched.
We probably don't need to hear it then.
No, I'm going to tell it really quick. We're only 3 minutes in, 4 minutes in.
Just kidding.
Shut the hell up.
I'm just kidding.
I used to watch America's Next Top Model a lot with my sisters,
Sure.
and they would put it on. I didn't want to watch that girly stuff, but we would watch it. And there was one episode where they're in a different country and they're doing like a Dove secret ad for like antiperspirant, and they always like it was in a different language, so they had to learn their lines in a different language, and everyone was having a really hard time. But they would always say "un secret,"
Un secret.
and I think about it to this day, like 20 years
It
later.
made an impact on you.
It really did.
Yeah.
Tyra.
That's really, really cool.
In my heart forever. She's crazy. But yeah, what's this week's movie?
The movie is because they're together, and we're going to do that when we do those series like that. We'll probably run them together like that just because it's easier
This is the only
to
series.
talk to. I know. I mean, like going down the road.
Going
You know
down the
what
road,
I'm
yes,
saying?
yes, yes,
You
yes,
want to
yes.
see the Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3. We're not going to watch.
Ew,
all of
I
them.
only have time for the Santa Claus.
The third one is really good. I'm not going to.
That's the one with Jack Frost?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Who plays him? Martin Short?
Yeah.
He's a dick.
He is. He's awesome always.
You're such a dick, David.
David.
You don't know what's wrong.
No, but I like that name.
David Rose.
David D. We're talking today about the Collector and the Collection movies.
Honestly,
They're very good. They're very
some of my
awesome.
favorite fucking movies.
They're legit, dude.
Which is funny because I like the first one more and you like the second one more.
There's sediment. In the
There's
bottom.
detritus
Yeah,
in your
there's
drink.
seaweed in the bottom, dude.
Seaweed. What's that thing called when it's the drink that got alcohol in it that I don't like?
MRSA.
Zimbabwe? Poopy. What is it?
What are you talking about?
It's the good for your gut health.
Bucci Mama.
Bucci Mama, kombucha.
Yeah, kombucha.
Kombucha's got that nasty like dead toe that sits on the bottom. What's it called? The squanch?
It's a mother.
Squanch? What's it called? It got a
I don't
name.
know. It looks like Bologna. Yeah, dude.
So the collector and
Throw
the
that
collection.
stick right to the ceiling. Yeah,
That's so gross. We've
these
made
are-
enough like
these are
vomit noises
good.
this
These are
episode.
good.
These are great movies. They came out in
Yeah.
2009 and 2012, respectively,
Yeah.
when I started high school and when I graduated high school.
Yeah, they're brutal. They're cool.
Dude.
They're legit. Yeah, they're cool and they're really like entertaining and they're very creative.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we posted about them last week, so everyone could like watch them if you wanted to watch them. They're on no streaming right now that we saw,
Right, yeah.
which sucks. But they're like
worth them.
they're really good.
Worth
It's like an
them,
original idea. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
they're sweet. Yeah.
For everyone who hasn't seen the movies, very very vaguely and broadly, this guy, Arkin. He needs to break into this house that he's working on to steal this giant diamond from them to get money to pay off the debts of his baby mama.
Because she has like a gambling problem.
She has a gambling problem and she owes a bunch of money to a lot of hard-hitting
She
motherfuckers.
sucks. She sucks.
She does suck. She's
She
so
sucks.
shitty to him, which
Yeah.
is so annoying because Arkin's just a working man trying to provide for his tiny little family, and it's so
I know.
cute. So he has to steal this diamond. So he goes into this house because he knows the people are away on vacation. So he goes in the house, he breaks into the house, and he starts stealing the diamond. And then it turns out there is a man in there who has already broken into the house, booby-trapped the entire house, redid all of the locks, and captured the family before they went away on vacation and has them in the basement and is torturing them.
And he just happened to be there.
And it's just like
Wrong place
happens
at
to-
the wrong time.
worst
Yeah.
case of
Like, yeah.
wrong place, wrong time. So
100%.
it's just horrible. It's the hilarity that ensues. That's the
Sure.
first movie.
Yes.
Long story short, we're gonna get We're gonna get into the specifics of the movie, obviously, but like the end of the movie, Arkin ends up getting away.
Yeah.
He escapes. He gets out with the family's youngest daughter. Everyone else dies.
Yeah.
Gets out with the youngest daughter. The youngest daughter like goes and she gets like taken away by the police. She's okay. Arkin goes off in a ambulance. The bad guy flips the ambulance and he takes Arkin and he collects him. And when you get collected by this guy, there's this giant red like
It's like a
case.
vintage suitcase.
Yeah, it's like a
vintage
like a
chest.
Chest. Yeah, it's like a chest.
Yeah.
So he puts you in this chest and he brings you back to his home and then he like will take you to the next place that he's collecting from. It's just super gross, really scary movie. The second movie is very similar, but it's basically Arkin escapes from the collector and then is forced to go back to the collector's house, which is technically this giant hotel.
Right.
And he has to help rescue the next person that was collected because it's this young girl. The family of the young girl like force him to go back and like help them rescue her, and the hilarity that ensues. So that's kind of like a general overview. It's a great movie.
It is,
It's
yeah.
so good.
Both of them are fantastic.
Yeah, it's like really, really good. Some like fun facts and like highlights about these movies. They're like shockingly graphic. Excuse me. I would say like Saw level, Hostel level.
100%.
Like
The
torture.
traps are very Saw-esque.
Yeah, they're very
Yeah, they're very,
we'll get
like,
back to that in a second.
thought out.
Very, yeah. Well planned out. Like the fact that this guy broke into this house and just immediately like he was casing it, like he obviously knew what the house was like, but
Yeah.
he like set this all up presumably in a couple hours.
Sure.
Like, captured them all, brought them to the basement, booby trapped the entire house,
Right,
and then was like
yeah.
good to go. Dude, terrifying.
That's the worst.
So gross.
Yeah, that's the worst. It's so hard because like it's your own house.
Yeah,
So
it's like what are you supposed to do when like
you don't-
the
yeah.
one place that you're supposed to feel safe and you're supposed to have control, and it's like nope, it's all booby trapped by a crazy person.
It's wild. Yeah.
It's so yucky. Arkin, the main character, not only he's like a handyman, like he's
Yeah.
working around the house, but he's also this like master thief, and
I think
it's
he's
like
an ex-con, and he like
Yeah.
definitely is an experienced thief.
it's
Yeah.
like believable. Like
Yeah, it
nothing
is,
that
yeah.
he's doing is like, oh come on, he wouldn't be able to do that. Like he's
No.
like he can handle himself, but like he gets captured. Like,
For sure,
like shit
yeah.
pops off, and he's not like a superhuman.
You know, and he is also like not a big dude, and the collector
No.
is huge. He's
Like,
a big guy.
gross.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
big guy.
He's
Yeah.
not like he's like fit. He's not super
yeah.
tall. I'd say they're
He's
both the same height,
capable,
but
I'm saying,
very
like you know what I'm
capable.
saying. Like he's a capable guy. Yeah.
When he has an upper hand too, the collector, because he set all these traps. You're always like, even though this is not
And
his
they're
like
in literally
dwelling,
every room, so it's
yeah,
like
there's no
not,
safe
yeah.
spaces.
No.
It's just like so gross. Something else about the first movie. It's just like I am a huge fan of movies that have like bleak ass endings, like super sad, like the hero doesn't win.
Wham, wham.
Like all the books I'm reading. Also, I'll tell you later, but the book I'm listening to right now, it took a turn for the worse.
Oh God, dude.
Big surprise.
So weird.
All of the books I'm reading right now are so
How do
tragic.
you like that stuff?
I thought this one was going to be different. But yeah, it's just like, it's crazy because like number one flows right into number two, even though they were made 3 years apart. It's just like, oh, he gets captured. Next movie, he's already at the next place and he's like in the next con. Like it's crazy.
The thing that bums me out though that we talk about is like the actor that plays the collector in the first one is not the collector in the second one, and I like him in the first one.
He's creepy.
He's creepier, like and I think he just. I don't know. He has like a better like his like just the way he is.
The noises he makes.
He does make gross noises. Yeah. That dude is also a favorite of mine because he's a bad guy in Crocodile Dundee 2, which is a better one than Crocodile Dundee 1.
Never seen that movie.
Anyone wants to check that out? It's a fantastic movie. It's awesome. It's called Crocodile Dundee 2.
Don't even bother with the first one?
No, honestly. I wouldn't. The first one's good, honestly. It's pretty good. But the second one is legit. Yeah. It's really good. Yeah.
That's funny.
It's great. Yeah.
I don't know too much about the actor who played the villain, but the actor who plays Arkin is one of my favorite actors. He's in Criminal Minds. He marries the blonde one.
I've never watched that.
It's so good. Yeah. I watched it a lot when I lived in Minnesota.
Isn't that show that where Inigo Montoya is
in
it? That's what I thought. Yeah.
It's the BAU, the Behavioral Analysis Unit of the FBI. They get called in and yada, yada, yada. But yeah, I used to watch that when I worked at the nonprofit in Minnesota, and I would watch it on my iPad, and I got yelled at a bunch for like watching TV. There's one episode that I watched, and it like shook me to my core that I had to like walk laps around the office because I was so freaked out.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's just these movies are great. Some trivia from the movies. Let me read. Okay, so this movie was originally written as a prequel to the Saw movies.
Yeah.
Like how like Jigsaw got his start. So like booby trapping houses, which it got trashed for that. So then they just kind of tweaked it a little bit and made him his own character.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm a fan that that's their own character. And I like the prequel that they made for Saw, which is Jigsaw.
Sure. Yeah.
Great movie.
I thought they were great. I just felt like we talked about this too a while ago when we watched them. They just could have run with them for so much longer.
The collector series?
You could have easily gotten 4 out of those. For sure.
Well, and that's the thing, because they started a third.
I know. Yeah,
they wrote and started shooting a third movie in 2019. It was announced. They started shooting in 2020. R.I.P. Obviously, that got derailed. And then after the pandemic, the writers and the producers, they were just like, we're good. We're scrapping this. We're not doing this anymore.
Yeah,
like, they just decided against it. But they had started shooting, and they have like a couple, like screenshots, like behind the scenes screenshots. We'll post them on the Instagram when we announce this episode.
Sure.
But it's like creepy. Yeah. And they're just really, really great movies. They're so nasty. The Collector's Mask is the grossest thing ever.
Yeah, that is.
It's one of my least favorite masks out there.
Excuse me. It's like, it's because it's so like lifeless. It's just there's nothing. There's nothing.
And in the first movie, I didn't recognize if they do in the second movie. The first movie, you know how animals, when it's in the dark and a light shines on, they have their reflective eyes.
He
has those.
Too. Yeah, it's gross.
So gross.
It reminds me of like spider eyes, and I hate it. It's
very
gross.
much that.
They're just gross. Yeah,
they're so
he just has like and like when he's like. Dude, when he's like pissed and going through that house and like, he is so intimidating with that. It's like, and he always has that like fixed blade, like buck knife thing that
it's so gross.
Like, and it's just
sneeze.
like, dude, shut up. You crybaby.
I love that. Would that be lame if I got that tattooed on my face?
Yeah. That house though that they're in the second one, his house,
the mansion,
is that same house in the Boondock Saints. the second Boondock Saints movie.
I need to watch those movies again. Maybe we'll do
The
it for the
second one is
podcast.
not that great.
Yeah.
I didn't think. The first one's awesome. I love the first one, but the second one sucks. And then I think there's a third even, which is like unnecessary. It's just unnecessary, you know. But,
Sometimes you can just leave it at one, huh?
oh, excuse me.
This is a better episode because we're not eating the entire
I
episode.
don't know. I'm burping a lot.
I was editing the last episode and I was getting upset. We ate so much throughout it and it was gross.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a good eater though, so people.
No,
like to see
I
that.
was mainly upset with you.
What was I eating again?
Twizzlers. And just like fully making mouth noises.
Going to town on a whole jar of peanut butter.
And I say, Emil, that is not healthy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
We're flying through these, huh?
I don't know. Are we?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
These these episodes are going to be a little bit shorter because we have to record so many.
True.
So it's going to be quick. It's going to look like we're doing a lot back to back because I wear the same clothes every single day, but I promise you Chase will be wearing different clothes in every episode.
That's true.
We're not doing them back
today.
to back.
I'm. If anyone's looking, I'm wearing a Biker Mice from Mars T-shirt.
Stand over here. Give the kids what they want.
Look at this.
They can't hear you at all. They can probably hear.
me.
They can probably hear that.
Woo!
Gentle.
Okay, sorry. It's a good cartoon. Look it up.
Never heard of
90s.
it. That mouse has piercings.
Yeah, look at him, dude.
Oh my gosh! All
got
the
an
mice
eye
have piercing.
patch.
Only the left ear, though.
Don't get me started.
Only the left ear. Let's dive into these questions. You want to do number one?
I would like to. Let me just take a quick. Let's see here. Oh, this is a fantastic question. This everybody think about. Well, see, the problem is you have to watch The Collector, but for you, like, because you're a huge Saw fan.
Huge. I own them all.
Yeah, Saw 2 or Death, dude. Saw 2 or Death.
Saw 6, baby.
Oh God, it's such a late in the game movie.
It's the first one I watched that I wasn't absolutely terrified of, and that's
Sure.
what like started me on
okay.
my journey of liking
Your
Saw.
journey. Who does better traps, and like, what are your favorite traps? Do you think? If you were
Like Saw versus The Collector.
I would say your favorite trap of Saw and your favorite trap of The Collector, and whose is better to you?
How about this? I'm gonna give you my favorite Collector trap,
Okay.
but I'm gonna give you. This is a conversation we've had. If you had to be in a Saw trap, which trap would it be and why? So I'm gonna go first because I know mine. You start thinking about that. My favorite Collector trap. So he has like different rooms basically of traps. And there's one room in the house that just has a ton of bear traps in it. And it's so gross because the boyfriend of one of the daughters, he ends up like falling in that room and like falls into all the bear traps. And it's just like gnarls Barkley, dude. It's crazy.
It's terrible.
And there's another scene that my good friend Tyler in high school, when we watched this movie together, we had to pause the movie because he was laughing so hard. There's at one point where the Collector's chasing the older daughter around. She's running. She ends up landing on this like jump board, and she lands on it, and it shoots her into the air, and she flies and hits the projector screen. But behind the projector screen are a bunch of like roofing nails. There's just these long ass nails, and she gets stuck on the wall. And it's so fast, and it's like boom, and it's just like, oh god,
that's gross.
I would say the bear traps in the first movie are my favorite, but then the second movie, like right out the get go, when they had like the
Oh yeah,
those spinning things,
like the farm thing that goes through it. Yeah, it's like blades. Yeah,
it like
dude,
takes that whole thing
that
out.
scene, he kills probably like 200 people.
Easy.
It's so fast.
Yeah, it's like
And
in a dance
the
club.
hydraulic press crushing them. It's like
That was
oh,
gross.
God,
I don't like crushing things. They gross
It's
me out.
slow. Yeah.
I've had this answer prepped for a really long time, but the Saw trap, if I had to be put in
I know
Saw
the
trap,
answer that. Yeah,
I know.
remember, yeah.
If I had to be put in a Saw trap,
Makes
it would be
sense.
from Saw. I think it's Saw 3.
It is.
Yeah. Saw 3, the woman is chained up in the freezer. She's chained in the freezer, and every minute she has water sprayed on her. And the guy that's getting her out of the trap has to reach his arm through all of these like cooler, like this cooling unit. So it's really cold. Like his face gets stuck on it. He's got to rip his face off because it's stuck.
Yeah.
A la A Christmas Story. There's another fly.
It's a mosquito.
I'm vegan. That's not a mosquito.
That's a fly. Yeah. Okay.
That's a
Go ahead.
skeeter.
It's like
That's
a little baby
skeeter.
fly. It's a skeeter.
I would do that one because like the first time you get hit with the water, ooh, it would burn. Second time, your body's shutting down. And like you don't even die, you fall asleep and your body shuts down. Like you're good.
Yeah,
you're
sure.
done. It's like shitty, but I'm not like having my arms twisted off in a cross.
Sure.
So I would be down with that totally.
Sure.
Favorite traps from the collector/collection first, and then give us those. Give us that saw trap.
Okay, cool. So my favorite all-time collector one is gonna probably be like when that girl is in his house and that thing comes over her and like it's basically like an Iron Maiden machine that like hugs her.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like wow, and it's like so bloody
Yeah.
and so like it's so over exaggerated, but it's super cool.
It's perfect.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
cool.
she's
to
a
me.
snake,
It's very
dude.
Evil Dead-y to me. Like
It's
just, like,
perfect.
There's so much.
The perfect amount of,
it was
like,
sweet.
too much,
and it
yeah.
pulls her back like into the wall, which is like so gross.
So
yeah,
nasty.
I thought that was a super sick
She's
trap.
a snake. She's the
Super
worst
gross,
in that
yeah.
movie.
So that's what I would say. Here's the thing. I'm going to say this to everybody listening too. I don't understand. When you said to pick my favorite one, I'm not thinking like I'm going to die in the thing. I'm thinking about the one I
No.
can escape from. You're just totally willing to just die. I would pick the one that
you can get out?
Yeah.
Which
I'm not
one?
going to die.
Which
I
one are you
would-
getting out?
Okay, honestly, I would 100% right away when I think about it would be two. The first one would be the jaw thing that the lady gets out of.
Reverse bear
Because
trap.
I would easily get out.
Don't say lady. Allie's going to text us and scream at us.
True,
What's
true,
her
true.
name? Lauren. Michaela. Shit. What is her name?
Let's look.
Susan.
Suzanne.
Allie is having a conniption right now.
Let's just see really quick.
Sarah. I don't know what her name is. My gosh.
Sarah Connor.
My favorite character from Saw. Come on, dude.
Amanda.
Sorry, Allie.
Amanda.
Third episode this season where we're pissing Allie off.
It's okay. Amanda, if Amanda can get out of it, I could get out of
Yeah,
it.
she
for
a drug
sure.
addict
Yeah,
when she
she's
did
just
it, too.
strung out.
She all
Yeah, like
itchy
I would
and
be
shit.
fine. I could do
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking like which one would I die in, Ben. Like you're just gonna give up. You're gonna rely on some guy to
Listen,
like,
man,
save you.
like
What are
two
you
people
thinking?
survive these traps.
What are you thinking?
Okay, if I was in there,
My other one would be the one.
ass naked, and you came in to help me, I
Okay,
would
fine.
I
Yeah,
would be
that's
totally
fine.
good. You're
I
getting
got
me
you.
out.
I wouldn't care about that burn. I would be fine with that.
No.
I'd heal it out. You know what I mean?
It's
Whatever.
saline it. We're good to go.
Yeah, dude. The other one I was thinking though, do you remember
Yeah.
the other? I don't remember which one it is. Where they
The
like,
angel trap.
I could totally reach my hand in there, dude. Like, that's
Yeah.
not- I mean, it would suck. but
Quick.
It wouldn't.
You gotta go
burn you to
fast.
the bone. Like it would just
Not
it,
that
It would be like
fast.
chemical burn. Yeah, like it would be like.
I
It'd
mean,
be
it's
bad.
acid. It
It
would
would be
keep
bad.
going.
Yeah, but
it
I
would be
get
bad
out, and
afterwards.
then I would
Let me
wash
do
my
left-handed.
hand. Yeah, dude. Do my exactly.
But that's the thing,
Yeah.
though. So that one was tricky because one, yeah, the key's in there. If you go fast enough, you can get the key. You unlock it. How are you getting those things off your ribs?
I also did.
That
think
was one of
You'd
the
have
first.
to pull them out.
Exactly.
Which is
that,
like really gross.
Well, that's the thing,
Yeah.
though. That's one of the first inescapable ones.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, like,
that
even
one
if
is
she
not-
got that key
that
out,
one's
how
not
is she
on the
getting out?
table? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not on the table. It's like that dude with the rings in his. Ugh, I hate that one. The one that's here. It's
Yeah.
Like, he would literally.
No, you
there's
have to
not
rip your jaw
possible.
off and you're done.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of a crocodile with no lower jaw.
That's
Look,
weird.
derpy as hell.
Poor
his little,
kiddo.
his little
Poor
mouth on the
babe.
bottom was up.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Oh my god.
Not funny, really sad.
You can ask me the next question.
Let me ask you the next question. So, this is funny. How would you fare if you got collected? Like you were taken. Let's say you're in like the hotel.
Yeah.
The second movie, it's in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
You get out, you bus out.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Are you every man for himself, or are you trying to help other people out?
Okay, so I'll start from the beginning. So if I was if I was collected, I know that I would be like I'd have a lot of anxiety in the box, like
Oh,
right
yeah.
away. You know what I mean? But I also the thing is it's not like the thing that's nice, or not nice, but the thing that is that it's not like he woke up randomly and is just
Yeah.
in the box. He knows how he got into the box, so I know when the box opens what I'm gonna deal with already. You get what I'm saying? Like, I already know what is gonna come at me.
Yeah.
Whereas if I just like got like, let's say like I passed out, I didn't see anybody, I woke up in this box, I have no idea what to expect, so I'd be having more anxiety.
There's nothing you can do.
Exactly, right? So like I already know that's this guy. Okay, maybe I can like do something, right? Like,
Yeah.
So I think I would over time I would try to calm myself down and try to like get out. That being said, if I got out, we talked about this. This is just how I am as a person, because these other people would be strangers most likely, right, in the house. So I would try to get around two. Like I would try to get like 2 to 3 strangers that would like be with me, because frankly my chances of survival are higher with multiple people, and I have a lower chance of getting attacked. There's more people, so people can they can test. The whole house is booby trapped, right? So the chances,
like, what are you supposed to do at
so
that
like
point?
the chances of me having to like round the corner every time first would be lower if I had like 3 or 4 people, right?
Yeah.
So that's probably what I would do. Now, if they started dying off, or if they were like taken like away, or like they got caught and up like while we were running out, I would probably leave them. For sure.
Oh,
I would definitely call for help and go back for sure.
Yeah.
But like to me, like let's say like there's like 3 people and they're like, you know, I don't know them, but they're with me, and like he starts getting a hold of all those people. In my mind, it's like I can only help them if I get out.
Exactly.
So like if I try to get them and then I cannot get out, then I'm not help to them at all.
Yeah.
So honestly, I would probably not help them initially so that I could get help quickly.
I feel
you know what I'm saying? Because that's probably what I would do.
Okay, cool. And we're back.
Okay,
I
so-
just had to make sure the camera's still running.
Okay, so same question to you though. How do you think you would do? You wouldn't fit in a chest, first of all, because you're way too tall. You're like 7'3".
7'3" and skinny as a stick.
Doesn't matter, Peter.
I paid for them. Yeah, if I was collected, boy, would I be bummed. Be like, oh no, darn it. I have a soft spot, and I would try to help people.
Okay.
I'd probably try to help people until the minute I'm faced with like certain death, and then I'm like, all right, bitches, you're on your own. I gotta go.
Bye. Yeah.
I work very well alone. I prefer to be a lone wolf kind of situation. I'm an alpha, you know?
Oh.
I know it's hard, like, talking to a beta about that, but I got that dog in me, okay?
Sure.
But I would have a soft spot. I would try to help anybody. If there were any femme-presenting people or small children involved, I would try to help them the minute my life is threatened. It's all on you, kids.
I feel like you guys are weak as hell and slow.
Weak as
Bye.
water.
Weak as
No, I'd be
water.
out. I mean, I'm not trying to say that I would like absolutely win.
Do you think it would mess you up after? Like you'd have to like go to therapy or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, Rosemary, get back in action, dude. I'm coming back to therapy.
Rosemary from Shallow Hal.
No.
Gwyneth Paltrow's character?
Rosemary, my therapist, who I spoke to for years, who cured me of all ailments.
Oh,
She's incredible.
shit, that's funny.
Yeah, no, it would really mess me up. I would have a really hard time with something like that. I don't know if I would have more of a hard time. I think even if I got people out with me, I would still be messed up. I think I'd be less messed up if I helped people out.
Would you have
"Listen,
like
I helped
guilt
these
if
people."
you didn't help people?
Probably.
Yeah.
You know me.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
a very guilty kind of
sure.
person. Would you feel bad if you didn't get other people out?
I would feel bad, but I would also not. I don't know if I would dwell on it because like
You
I
can't.
tried,
Yeah.
but I also like want to survive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like one
tough.
of those things where like and I firmly believe if you're capable, you have a responsibility to your own safety.
I'm
so like
1000%
that's just
down
how
with
that
that.
is. Yeah. But I mean, like I said, of course, like I would definitely try to help, like if I could, and if I could get people out with me, fine. If I couldn't, I wouldn't then, and I would get out and help. Then go get somebody. But yeah.
Somebody help.
I'd be like, help! I take my shirt off so someone would stop quickly. Actually, no.
Yeah, and
because
then
people would be
arrest
like,
you
"That
because
criminal.
you're a part of the. I was gonna say the Yakuza, but what's
The M13 Mexican gang.
I was gonna say what's a south of the border gang we could do?
M13 or whatever.
What's M13?
It's a bad gang, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
What's the one where it's the dots?
I don't
La Vida
know.
Loca.
I'm not.
What's
100%
them?
with that. I don't know. The Latin Kings, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so
Gee, I don't know.
if you were like if you were in the shoes of the collector, or if you even just like were thinking about how much preparation do you think involved for you? Like, how long do you think it would take for if you came into my house right now, because you know the layout of my house?
Oh, I'm
if you
trapping the fuck out this beat.
You're gonna like do the Vietnam thing where you like dig a hole and put those like sticks and just put your poop all over it. So if I fall in it, I get an infection all over my body.
I have very clean poop. Okay, I'm vegan. So I'm a very analytical type A person.
Sure.
I would love doing something like this. Let me plan it out to the T.
How many hours do you think it would? Like how
days, weeks?
You couldn't do
it'd
that
take a
because you would have to do like in the first one, they like are building the house, but there's only a certain amount of time for you to booby trap inside, and they're going in the house still while they're working on it.
Yeah.
So you would probably only have.
How long would it take for me to booby trap the house or plan it?
No, to booby trap the house.
Oh, hour tops.
An hour?
Yeah.
Come on. No.
Chase, there would be like days and weeks of planning, and then I'm a man of precision, okay?
John Wick is a man of focus.
She fucking will. A pencil.
A pencil.
I don't like how he talks.
A pencil.
Talk American.
Pencil.
Pencil.
You're saying an hour.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially your tiny little shack. You have more rooms in this house than I had in my parents' house growing up. No, I'd be fast as hell.
Okay.
I would incapacitate you.
Would you like after like you so after you incapacitated me, you collected everybody, you did your damn thing. Would you like break the house down, or would you just leave your shit there?
That's the
Would
tricky
you just burn it to the ground? Like what would you do?
Yeah. I forgot. That's what happens to the house and the
His
hotel.
house.
He burns it down.
Oh,
he
and
burns
the
the
other
first
house.
one down.
Oh, I didn't know.
too.
I forgot about
yeah.
that. Yeah.
I can't remember how it catches fire.
I don't remember.
But yeah, he burns the first house.
It's a whole
I'd burn it
production.
down. I'd burn it down.
Yeah, you'd have to.
You got to slow down the forensics team, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Can't mess around with that.
I agree with that.
How about you? How long would it take? So if you're collecting me, how long would it take you to booby trap my house?
Okay, honestly, there's like a lot of booby traps. And like if you think about it too, like I'm thinking like, okay, bear traps, the resistance of putting like let's say there's 30 bear traps, probably by bear trap 12, it's gonna be really hard for you to start opening those bear traps.
I'm strong, dude.
I am too. But I think for me, 3 hours.
3 hours?
Yeah, 3 hours.
You
like
couldn't do
three
this.
three. Oh, I could do it.
You're not
because
cut
I'm an
out
early
for
riser.
collecting.
I'd wake up at 4:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? It'd be done by 7:30. You know, before they got up for breakfast. You know what
That's
I mean?
when Frankie's been waking me up recently. She's trying to turn me into a murderer. She said,
Yeah, dude.
get up now.
I think it would take me 3 hours, and then I would burn that bitch to the ground.
All right, guys, if there's a series of unfortunate arsons around
Bring your
here-
marshmallows and chocolate, everybody.
Speaking of, I got marshmallows and chocolate. right there.
Marshmallows.
Sis, I'm just trying to eat raw s'mores right now. They're so good.
Schmarge.
S'mores.
Schmarge. I've always
Moneypenny?
wanted that mask. I want to just say that to everybody. I've always
Dude.
wanted his mask. It's like $260.
That mask is sick.
Christmas is coming up. Anybody? But it's really, really gross. And if you don't watch the movie, I definitely encourage you to look at that.
Just
frickin'
Google the mask. It's so nasty. The
It's
collector mask.
Disgusting.
It's going to be in the Instagram post that
Sure,
I make.
of course.
Because it's going to be the movie
You
poster.
know, there's a Sharpay right here.
A Sharpie? I know. I keep almost kicking him. I had to move my leg. Hey, we're in the middle of something.
Oh, yes.
I forgot.
I forgot.
But yeah, in the end, to kind of summarize, it's a quicker episode. Again, we're doing so many, so we're just kind of wham bam thingy mamming them. Great movies.
Great movie.
like slasher, but more like thriller.
It is.
With
Like
a good amount of
slasher
horror.
thriller.
It's very scary.
It's enthralling. It's
is.
like definitely like if you can watch this whole movie and not look at your phone. It's definitely
yeah.
it's just like, and it starts quick. Like it's like boom boom boom.
It does not mess around.
Especially the
Both
second
movies.
one. Yeah, the
Yeah,
second
both
one really
movies
hits
cut
hard.
off-
Yeah,
pump off really quick.
but they're great, and it's cool because they like literally like pick up right where they start in the second one, so you could like watch them back to back, and it's like literally just
Easily.
like it's so sweet. Like it's and I really like. I'm not gonna say it, but I really like the ending of the second one. I really thought that they did a good job.
Oh yeah.
And that is something that I'll leave as a mystery if you do want to watch it, because we kind of ruined the first one, but it's okay.
We ruined everything
But
else.
the first one's kind of irrelevant because there's a second one and they continue. So really, there is no ending technically to the first one, obviously. So like, yeah. So the ending for the second one is cool. I think they did a good job. But like I said, I would like to see 2 more. I'd like to see 2 more.
Easily, dude. It was a great character.
But
And that's the thing. I like these movies because, like, usually it's just like, It's a bunch of dudes
Yeah.
getting killed. I like, this sounds so bad, but I like that it's a family. Like, I like, that makes it scarier.
It's
makes
scary,
it more believable.
it's
It's
relatable.
like, yeah, it's like, shit, dude.
He's
like,
so like planned out, meticulous. It's just
Yeah.
it's hard. He's like very in control,
yeah.
which is tricky.
There's a movie that I want to tell you about that I wish we would have put on this list, but that's fine. There's always next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
honestly,
anytime. We don't have to not.
very
we can do
true.
horror.
I just keep
throughout
thinking
the year.
horror.
Yeah.
We've done so many horror
we
movies.
can totally do that. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, 10 out of 10. I love these movies. I
too.
love them ever since I watched them. I was
too.
terrified of the first
They're
one. when I
definitely a
watched
top tier movie.
it. Yeah. I don't even remember when I saw the second one. I probably saw the second one with
Are
you
we?
the first time.
Are we talking? We're talking about what we're doing next, or no?
Yeah, because it's going to come out at the same time. Next week, we are watching a movie called 13 Ghosts.
With Tony Shalhoub from Monk, the show.
Love him.
I love him. Yeah. And that dude, I always forget his name. That
Shaggy.
plays Shaggy. Yeah.
I can't remember
I
his
always
name. Let me
forget his
look it up
name.
really
Yeah.
quick. He's also in Scream. He's
He
like
is, yeah.
such
He's
an
a very good-
icon.
He's
dude.
an SLC punk. He's in like a
Yeah.
lot of really good movies. Yeah.
It's funny that I'm looking up Scream first to find his name.
And like I said, if you listen to this and you hear that we're saying this, like watch 13 Ghosts, and then we can like
Definitely
actually talk
do
about
it.
it together. Okay.
Definitely do it.
We're gonna have a lot of cool questions for that one. A lot of like philosophical questions I've already
More
kind of come up
philosophical,
with.
yeah.
So like that's a thinker episode. So if anybody's into that kind of stuff, that'll be a good episode for everybody. Okay.
Matthew Lillard is in the movie.
Matthew Lillard. I've
He's
seen him as an
funny.
adult now. He did not age well. He is.
Yes, he did.
I don't think so.
He looks exactly the same. So, my lips.
Have a good day, a good evening,
Wow.
and good night.
Okay, vote down below if you think Matthew Lillard aged like a fine wine. I think it is. I think it looks
Fine
great.
wine.
Fine wine.
Anyways, stay tuned for next time. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy those movies if you watch them, and if you do, I look forward to hearing what you guys think.
Yeah, let us know if there are any movies that you want to watch or hear us talk about. I like the fact I want to start announcing the movies beforehand so people can watch.
Yeah,
all
I
we're
think
doing is
so,
sitting
too.
here and spoiling these movies.
Yeah.
Which is cool though because Megan and I just watched 13 Sins and she listened to the whole podcast and she wasn't ruined for
Yeah.
it. We didn't really ruin that one, but yeah, we're gonna start releasing what movies we're going over first so you guys can watch them and watch them with us and stuff. And it's just we got a lot of good episodes coming up. I'm really excited.
Me too.
We sat down a couple weeks ago and planned out basically the rest of the year of episodes. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be a good season. I'm really excited. I love fall. I love spooky stuff. October 2nd, baby. We started, man.
Yeah,
It's there.
we're quick.
Oh, I love it. But all right.
Yeah.
Anything else to add?
No, I'm good. Good
Peace,
night,
love,
everybody.
and whatever.
Good afternoon, good morning.
And there we are. Woo!
All right, welcome back to the dish with.
Maybe we can start the whole thing over again, eh? Boo, 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 boo.